Happy Tuesday. It's a Bowtie Tuesday, and here are your announcements. Ooh, ooh. So a couple of things. One, thank you for being great for the substitute yesterday and working with Mrs. Essex. I heard you got to figure out what some possible careers you might want to explore. So that's all great. We are going to be continuing our work with NaNoWriMo throughout the month of November. So continue to work on that. Continue working on the stories. I'll give you some suggestions, brainstorming. I'm also going to post on Google Classroom. Over the past few years, I've written stories. It's actually each month I write a different addition to my story about the history of Dr. Von Stock, my evil twin. So I'll post those on Google Classroom. I've had fun writing those stories. There is no Fluency Friday this week. Because I want you to get some time to dive into your stories. There will be a writing piece we're going to do at the end of the week, just kind of talking about what's going on in your story, just like giving a synopsis of what's happening so far. Okay, so no Fluency Friday. You don't need to worry about that for this week. Now it's time for the word of the week. Ooh, ooh, the word of the week. The word of the week is vulnerable. That means easily hurt or without protection. Now this could be good or bad. Okay, if you are vulnerable, that means you're exposed or you could get hurt. Okay, so this could be a circumstance where if you are in the military and your troops are vulnerable, that means they're at risk of getting attacked. Okay, and that's a bad thing. If they're vulnerable, they could get attacked. But it could also be a good thing because the people that you're closest to are the people that you're willing to be vulnerable around. You're willing to share things about yourself that you might not share with other people. You might share things that are bothering you, things that you're struggling with. And so your closest people to you are the ones that you're willing to get vulnerable with. You're willing to risk possibly getting hurt with them because you know them and you trust them and you know that they're not going to hurt you. Okay, so the daily check-in question today was, who are those people that you feel vulnerable with, that you're willing to be vulnerable with? So for example, my wife, I'm willing to be vulnerable with. I'm willing to share things with her if I'm struggling with something because I know that she's not going to judge me and she's going to help me. Okay, so hopefully you've got some people that you can be vulnerable with in your life. All right, now it's time for the quote of the day. Quote of the day. The quote of the day today is, let me find a good one. Turn your wounds into wisdom. That's from Oprah Winfrey. Unfortunately, life sucks sometimes. Sometimes bad things happen, but don't let those things that happen that are negative, you already went through it. So hopefully you can use that to build upon. Okay, so hopefully it can be a learning moment. Turn those wounds into wisdom. Sometimes that wisdom is, hey, those are some people I don't want to be around anymore. All right. I hope you have a fantastic week. That is all I've got for today. Until next time, book 4 and be awesome. Because everything is awesome. The beard's growing back. It's a little scruffy, but it's coming back. Everything is cool and you're part of a team. Bye, guys.